There are a lot of LGBT anime villains, but who are the zestiest of them all? Since I've seen it happen in so many different franchises, starting off with Dragon Ball. Now at the top of your head, you think I might just be talking about Frieza. However, Dragon Ball is no stranger to having Zest Fest for antagonists. You have General Blue from the original Dragon Ball series, and the Ginyu Force to name some of the other prominent ones. However, Frieza is definitely the zestiest main Dragon Ball villain. Everything from his original voice actor to the purple lipstick and his flamboyant responses, Frieza is so lemon peppery that even Team 4-Star made jokes about him. And when you think about it, the Ginyu Force and the majority of the other Zesty characters we meet during Z all ended up working for Frieza. Just take Zarbon for example. The only form that arguably takes away Frieza's femboy appearance is the 100% power form, but even that is quickly gotten rid of once traded for the golden form Frieza takes during Super. However, it seems like in canon Frieza got tired of all the disrespect on his name, as now he's donning the Black Frieza Air Force transformation he used recently to one-shot Goku and Vegeta in the manga. And I'm not gonna lie, this new form he takes is pretty badass. Bringing us to the next zestiest anime villain, Orochimaru from Naruto. Now, Orochimaru and Frieza have a lot in common, mainly because they're both totally evil, maniacal villains who terrorize their respective universes. But Orochimaru takes his zestiness to the next level. At first glance, it's definitely not the easiest to figure out what Orochimaru identifies as, and that's because Orochimaru is in search of immortality, which he goes about obtaining by hopping from host to host, searching for the one most suitable to allow him to obtain all the powers and techniques to allow him ultimate power. But Orochimaru is also really freaky. Just remember what he did to Sasuke during their first encounter. That's right, during his first meeting with a then 12-year-old Sasuke, he decides to bite Sasuke on the neck and implant his consciousness into him, something that was going to unalive Sasuke years later and would have fully allowed Orochimaru to take over his body completely, were it not for the actions of Itachi. And this is not even the first or last time Orochimaru has done this. In fact, during the events of Boruto, he is still active and has not been apprehended by Naruto and the Hidden Leaf Village for any of his zesty crimes. Bringing us to the next zesty culprit, Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. Now this guy is honestly past the zesty levels and is actually a whole criminal. I'm honestly one of the people who prefer Yu Yu Hakusho to Hunter, and I strongly believe one of the main reasons why I could never really get into this show is Hisoka. Way too much focus is given to this creepy grown man dressed like a clown that wanted to get zesty with Gon and Killua. There's genuinely way too many uncomfortable moments on screen involving this character for me to actually continue reading the manga or watching the show. And it's a shame because the Dark Continent and so many other aspects of Hunter have so much potential in what they could be. I really can't handle Hisoka though. On to one of the lesser known anime villains who deserves some more attention. We have Toto from Dead Man Wonderland. Dead Man Wonderland as a whole is honestly a hidden gem of an anime that definitely deserved to have more than one season. However, the real final villain of Dead Man Wonderland is Toto, and this guy has lemon pepper wing levels of zest. You see, the main power system in Dead Man Wonderland is called Branch of Sin and consists of inflicted characters being capable of using their own blood as a weapon in combat. But Toto's Branch of Sin is that he can copy the abilities of those whose blood he consumes. You can quickly see where I'm going with this. Toto doesn't appear for the majority of season 1, but in the small amount of scenes he does show up, he manages to leave a long-lasting, unsettling effect on the viewer, mainly due to the zest. But even all of those characters might not hold a candle to Light Yagami from Death Note. Some of you may be wondering, why am I including Light on the list of zesty anime villains? But once I break down his actions, I promise it won't be hard to see why. The first thing I noticed when watching Death Note the first time was just how many S-tier baddies Light fumbles throughout the show. First you have Misa, literally the baddest emo goth chick in anime history, and not only was she fine, she was only for bro. Do you realize how rare it is to find a blonde famous baddie in Japan that's Boa Hancock levels of obsessed with you? And what did he do when he got it? Humble, took complete advantage of her, and even had the audacity to get mad when she was excited to see him. Even when she tries to throw it at him, he's not into it. And then you have Takeda, who Light treated just as bad as Misa. However, he took it to another notch and had the audacity to unalive her after she was head over heels for him. Bro's goal cannot be that important. You have his dynamic with L. Most people will argue that these two are sworn rivals, two sides of the same coin on opposite ends of this fight. However, I would argue the bickering between these two is more akin to lovers. I mean, do y'all remember when in order to prove Light's innocence, L forced Light to wear handcuffs 24/7? They had to complete every single task together, even going to the bathroom. Bro had to be into that. And you also had the scene with them on the roof and Light washing L's feet in the rain. Don't even get me started on that. Anyways, that's all for this video. This was an interesting topic, but I definitely think there's enough zesty anime characters out there for a part 2. So if you'd be interested in that, definitely make sure you leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and leave a comment telling me who your favorite zesty anime character is. Thank you for watching. I love and appreciate you all. Sun God signing off.
I come in clutch like a genie. Don't talk unless you need me. You talk too much, you need it. All of my bitches look like models, she in love with me. When we link, it's flashing lights and cameras, got a blam.